Hi everyone, it's Vicky. So as you can see, I've got a lot of apples and they are what you call windfall apples. So they're apples that have fallen before they are ripe. And I'm going to be cooking them up into a rustic apple butter. So rustic apple butter is an apple butter where you leave the peels on. So what I'm doing here is I'm just chopping the apples up into pieces, in this case quarters. And I've taken the cores out and I'm going to give them another quick rinse, and I'm going to pour that water out. There might be a little bit of water left on the base of the slow cooker, but you can't see it. And I'm going to leave this to cook for about 3 hours, and you'll see here what it looks like. So the fruit has gone all soft and mushy. There isn't a lot of liquid in there, but you can see it's all softened up. And now I'm going to be adding my spices. Giving it a good stir, and now it smells amazing, but it still needs sweetening up. So I'm adding 3 cups of sugar. Do this to taste. If your apples are not so sour, you can use less sugar. And as I start to stir it in, you'll see how lovely and glossy the apple butter becomes. So as that sugar starts to melt in, it just looks beautiful and glossy. So I'm going to give it a really good stir. I'm going to make sure all the sugar is dissolved as much as possible in there, and gave it a quick taste to see if it was sweet enough, and it was. And I'm going to put the lid on and cook it for another 2 hours. And here you can see what it looks like after it's been cooking with the sugar in it and the spices. It is a little bit dark, so I'm going to put the light on. You can see it's a nice dark color. It's got thick. So you could just bottle it at this stage. I like to use the hand blender now and just blend it up and get it really, really smooth. Get rid of any of those little peels. And you can see how the texture changes here. And I'm happy with the texture, so I'm going to put it into some bottles, and I'm just using what I've got. So these are from hot dogs and I'm bottling my apple butter in hot dog jars. I do label them, so you do know what they are if you look in my cupboards. And you can see how lovely and thick this is. Because the apples were a bit sour and they weren't ripe yet, the apple butter set really well because there was a lot of pectin in it. And I use apple butter with bagels. It makes a great topping for pancakes. You can have it on bread or on scones. It's like a condiment, and it's got no butter, even though the name says butter. I think that's just named after the texture. There's a bottle that I've made from before, so you can see what it looks like in the jar. So thanks for watching, and I hope you try and make your own batch of apple butter. Bye.